Everyone, TGIF Friday. We made it to the end of the week, and the clouds, unfortunately, were pretty tough to break across the region today. Not a lot in the way of sunshine unless you traveled away from Youngstown, especially to the west. That's where the sun was today. Good thing there is nothing on the radar, though. Locally, we are high and dry this evening. We're going to stay dry until it looks like Sunday night. This has been a snowy day up near Boston and into Rhode Island, Connecticut, out into the New York City area. They've had some wet snow today as well. The other stormy spot's been the west. Look at all this rain in Arizona, not a place we typically look for rain, but this is a soggy one in Phoenix today. Vegas has had rain. LA and San Diego, some scattered showers, even some lightning associated with this rain out here in Arizona, parts of New Mexico, and southern Utah as well. That's the system that eventually heads our way. We're talking about Sunday night and Monday. But until then, our forecast is looking pretty good. Here's the late afternoon visible satellite. Well, it was a close call today, but the clouds just, until the very last minute, didn't want to break around Youngstown and surrounding areas. But east of us, sunshine in abundance out along I-80 into western and central Pennsylvania. West of us, say west of Akron especially, the sun was out in Mansfield today, down in Columbus. And these are not clouds. This is actually snow cover out here across western Ohio into northern Indiana. It's bright and sunny out there this afternoon, but the snow is showing up on our visible satellite picture out there. They had the healthy amounts of snow from that system that barely missed us to the south Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Here's a look at the map showing the change in the temperature over the last 24 hours. So these are numbers compared to the same time yesterday. It's much chillier in the southwest with that rain moving through, but it is warming up out across the Midwest. Temperatures today are a good 10 to as much as 15 degrees warmer than yesterday in much of the Midwest and the lower Ohio Valley, and that warmer air is coming east for the weekend. I think tomorrow will be a noticeable change once we get into the afternoon. It'll be cold to start tomorrow, but the afternoon we should make it into the upper 40s, flirting with 50. We'll add on 10 more degrees on Sunday, upper 50s, flirting with 60 on Sunday. Let's take a look at the European computer model and see how things will go over the next several days. We'll start things with Saturday morning. Here we are Saturday at 7 a.m. Still stormy in the west, and rain pushes out into the plain states at the start of the weekend. This could actually be some pretty nasty thunderstorm activity during the day Saturday from northern Texas up into Kansas and Oklahoma, into Nebraska. By Sunday morning, it's at 8 a.m. We're into daylight savings time now. Sunday morning, our front is extending from Canada back through the Chicago area and down towards Dallas. On the backside of this is snow out here across Denver, Colorado, and out towards Dodge City, Kansas, and Omaha, Nebraska. But ahead of the system, this will be a warm rain for the Windy City on Sunday. Now, in northeast Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, I think the rain's going to hold off until Sunday night after the sun sets. Remember, a later sunset coming Sunday evening with daylight savings time beginning. So that certainly is some good news. We'll squeeze in a dry weekend. Here's Sunday at 8 p.m. Here on the European computer model, the rain is not quite here, but after 8 p.m., I do think it'll start to rain. Soggy Sunday night, soggy as we head back to work and school on Monday. This will just be a rainy day on Monday as temperatures start to fall later in the day. The air mass will certainly turn more seasonable for every day next week beyond Monday. Overall, an uneventful week next week, though. Maybe there's a couple of snow showers here and there as the colder air filters in, but not a lot of showstoppers out there. The European model has a little system moving through next Thursday night into Friday morning. This, if it is realistic, may bring us a little rain mixed with snow, but again, this is almost a week from now, and this is just the European model I'm showing you. Other models don't necessarily have the same idea. So bottom line for next week, pretty quiet week with seasonable temperatures after that rainy and mild Monday. Speaking of temperatures, here's a look at the expected highs for Saturday afternoon. We'll zoom in a little bit here. And this is also based on the European computer model. And you hear me talk a lot about the European model. It tends to be one of the most accurate models, especially in the mid to long range. It tends to do a little better than the American-produced models. So I show this more often than the American-produced model simply because it has a better track record. It's not always right, but it tends to be right a little more often anyway. Anyway, high temperatures on Saturday, 52, it's showing down around Columbus, about 50 up near Cleveland. I think here in Youngstown we've got a good shot at 50 at the end of the day on Sunday. But as I move forward to Sunday afternoon, watch this. Sunday afternoon, boom, a lot warmer Sunday afternoon. 62 predicted here around Akron and Canton on the European model Sunday afternoon. Here in Youngstown, we might be flirting with 60, and 60s will extend all the way down through the lower Ohio Valley. There could be a few spots in eastern Kentucky, southwestern West Virginia that touch 70 Sunday afternoon. But then the party ends. It turns colder for next week. I get a lot of questions about, hey, is winter over? Are we going to see any more snow anytime real soon? And the answer is, while there could be flurries next week, this is the American GFS model now. Its prediction of total snow accumulations going all the way out through the 16th of the month, which takes us to next Saturday. It's basically next weekend. Very little, if any, accumulation predicted on this model for us here in Northeast Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania. These lighter shades of blue indicate 2 or 3 inches out here. And again, this is totals for the next 8 days, and it picks up on a little lake-enhanced snow for the middle of next week, and that's why it does predict a couple of inches of snow here. But boy, otherwise, not a lot of snow to be had through the middle of the month. We're not totally done with snow. We've got a lot of March to get through. It can even snow into April across the Mahoning Valley, but certainly in the foreseeable future, week to 10 days, we're not looking at any snowstorms coming our way. I'll be on 21 News tonight, as usual, and Matt Stone will be in this weekend. Have yourself a great weekend. Enjoy the warmth while we have it.